HD remasters are a fact of life in gaming these days. It's just an easy way for publishers to make money for what is essentially just a re-release of an old game. What's that?
Grabbing the cash.
Oh, right, I thought it was like a moth or something.
Now, when games from, say, the PS2 era get a HD remaster, we would say that's pretty much acceptable. Not many people will still have their PS2 console or the games to actually play on it. So the chance to replay an old favourite with high resolution, quick FPS and some lovely upgrades is awesome. But when developers start remastering games from the previous generation, games that are only just a few years old, that's when things start getting a little bit...
Deadpool was originally released in 2013 to fairly average reviews on the PS3, 360 and PC. Then, barely 3 years later, Activision hired a studio to remaster the game for PS4 and Xbox One to coincide with the release of the Deadpool movie in cinemas. It's understandable that Activision wanted to make some more money while interest was high in the property. That's just sensible business. But what was ridiculous about the remaster was the fact it was a straight port of the PC version running at 1080p with absolutely no added features. And they still had the bouncing, low-hanging bollocks to charge full retail price for it.
Bollocks is an infinitely better word than cojones.
I don't know.
It's American, isn't it?
Cojones with the right accent can be pretty
cojones.
Cojones.
Like a New York accent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sadly, this kind of low-effort product is the case with a lot of remasters these days. And Activision is in fact the king of cheap remasters. They also remastered Prototype 1 and 2 for the current gen consoles, but the games actually ran worse on PS4 and Xbox One than the original versions did on PS3 and 360. As you'd expect, nobody bought them. But the shitty remaster train doesn't end there. Time for a history lesson. Konami still hold the crown for low-effort remasters with the release of Zone of the Enders and Silent Hill HD collections. These PS2 classics were re-released back in 2012 for PS3 and 360. The Zone of the Enders collection was so bad that Konami had to hire another studio to fix the game on PS3 through a patch. But they did not fix the 360 version because they didn't want to pay the patching fee Microsoft had in place at the time. That is terrible, right? How could Konami do any worse than that?
If you thought that story about Zone of the Enders was bad, well, get a load of this. The Silent Hill HD collection was almost comically broken on release because they couldn't find the original files for Silent Hill. They used a beta version of the game to make the HD remaster. I mean, have you ever heard of anything so ball-achingly outrageous in all of your life?
Hang on a minute. Okay, why didn't they just download the game themselves or get the game off a disc?
Probably because
all the original files were anyway.
Probably because that would involve money. So far, what we know is that they don't want to do stuff if it costs them any amount of money. So they just were like, just use the beta version, innit? As a result, the remaster was missing graphical effects that were even featured in the PS2 version. And some font was actually replaced with Comic Sans. Comic fucking Sans?
I still think you should do a ninja version.
Comic fucking Sans?
That was mint.
Was that the one?
Yeah,
okay.
That was the one.
Which, if you've forgotten, is this shit. Also, they could not legally use the voice acting from the PS2 original and actually had to hire new actors, which enraged fans of the original game. Silent Hill HD was so bad that Konami offered full refunds for anyone who bought the 360 version or a free alternative new game, because again, they did not want to pay Microsoft's patching fee and only updated the PS3 version, which regardless was still broken beyond belief.
Before you draw the logical conclusion that Konami obviously hates video games, the company does deserve some credit for its remaster of the Metal Gear Solid collection. They did a great job including Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 in this package, which is considered one of the best remasters around, thanks mainly to the hard work of Bluepoint Studios. So well done Konami, I guess, for not up the release of that studio's work. Remasters can go badly wrong, but the idea is to re-experience the same games again, but in a more easily accessible format, as well as making improvements to the game itself. Look at The Last of Us Remastered on PS4. Naughty Dog upped the resolution to 1080p, it ran at 60 FPS as well as having better textures, shadows and more detailed character models. Naughty Dog also included all the DLC for the game, including the standalone Left Behind expansion. The company also addressed common complaints with the game, such as tweaking the loose aiming to be more precise. It was a remaster of a game that was barely a year old, but they did such a good job of it with a visible amount of care, effort and pride in their work that The Last of Us Remastered made a worthy purchase even for players of the original release.
Microsoft also know how to throw together a decent remaster, as you can see with the Halo Master Chief Collection. Yeah, you heard that right. Okay, the game is a broken mess with multiplayer still not working properly to this day, but what they did with Halo 2 Anniversary Edition was pretty great. The Anniversary Edition has the remade Halo 2 running in parallel with the original Halo 2. So with a push of a button, you can switch between the Xbox original and the new HD remaster. Again, it's a demonstration of care and effort, and an excellent showcase of just how much work they put into the remaster. It's just a shame the multiplayer component was such a steaming pile of cat shit.
Which isn't as bad as dog shit, I don't think. Which is worse?
No, cat shit is like smaller but like more potent, more powerful.
Yeah, but dog shit's like huge, isn't it? Like a steaming pile of dog shit is really bad.
Yeah, but imagine a pile of cat shit that is steaming as well, like a steaming pile of cat shit.
I'm not sure. I think you guys might have to decide for us. So while there may be great examples of HD remasters out there are some real stinkers as well.
Bad remasters are like any other low-effort cash grab video game out there. They do nothing but saturate the market and take advantage of us and our wallets.
We don't mind the idea of a good remaster, but my God, put some effort in. Take pride in your IP and treat it with respect.
What do you guys think about HD remasters? Are they actually worth it, or is it just like a quick cash grab, a quick buck for these big companies? Let us know down in the comments. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Do check out more of our content right here. We'll see you next time.